The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to San Diego, Snapdragon Stadium, home to the San Diego State Aztecs. As we'll see a team from the American, the UTEP Miners, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the San Diego State Aztecs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Aztecs will kick it away first. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
The Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it downfield. A full dive to haul that one in.
Oh, that is a sensational individual effort. Did you see how he dove and completely stretched out? The fact that he was able to reel that in is just unbelievable. I don't even think the head coach or quarterback can believe he was able to make that diving catch.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Guys, let's talk for just a minute about UTEP. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that second. Touchdown, UTEP! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Hunter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Aztecs.
the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take it. No, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And the Miners send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Throwing on the run. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Looking to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miners.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunter. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Hit as he throws. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Running back searching for a hole. Powers through the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And
he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off play action. On the move to his left. And that one's incomplete. Taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, and you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone, the offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Wants to fire on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Pulls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. Will be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
You know, football really is a game similar to chess, and there's this cat and mouse game going on between the offensive and defensive coordinators right now. It'll be interesting to see later in the game if the offensive coordinator shows the defense the exact same pre-snap look. The defense will be thinking they're going to the corner route, but then this time the receiver will break to the middle of the field, might catch the defense completely.
Breaks into the open. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Picks up the first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. The throw. Another incompletion on third down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
And he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably... There he goes!
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He wants to take the top off. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You can see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Firing to the right, complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Pulls it in. It's Odom. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line. The Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. On the move at the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UTEP. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Toledo put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Rockets had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll go to the ground. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. Turning it on! Inside the 50. The 30. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aztecs!
Man, how hard is it to defend defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now through this defense moving forward.
UTEP has the ball and the Minor offense ready to go to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open line.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk UTEP. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
Creates a little space. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a photo. He picks it up, still on his feet. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. 6th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks the tackle.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They're going to ride this running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, UTEP! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. right to work up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going for it all. Hauls it in down the sideline. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Leaves it with the back. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's got some space. 10. Touchdown, San Diego State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. When you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility, he now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
And the Miners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's complete to the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Gives it on the option. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Slips a tackle. Gets rid of it. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Fafita. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Aztecs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Gives it on the option.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Punch it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Miners have this offense rolling. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Tosses it incomplete. To do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Gets it out fast. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miners. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by just 4 to Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Parker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground.
Breaks into the open. He's at the top, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aztecs!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The short hands. It's Odom. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Gain of 17 on the play. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
That'll do it for the quarter, guys, and San Diego State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And If this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Odom. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, that is just what this defense did not need. Late in the football game, up by a couple of scores, you just can't give up the big play. And listen, that was a contested catch, but we got to get guys on the ground. Can't give up explosive. Let that clock tick and preserve the lead.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Rides the back on the option, the give. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the Miners will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, UTEP! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Takes the handoff. It's Parker. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught behind the line. It's Hunter. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
To the air. It's Fafita. Looking for a huge play. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
All right, let's get it.
And the Aztecs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The throw to the outside is complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Aztecs are moving quickly down the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Touchdown, San Diego State. Great job by the back on the option. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Handoff from the gun. He breaks it and runs through another one. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Sends it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Quarterback takes a knee. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. And the Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA.